What's up, everyone? Strong Sweet Count is back. This is my friend, pro powerlifter Charles Swogel.
Yeah.
So I'm in Texas today, and he is here helping me with some RDLs and stiff-legged deads. And there's a lot of questions around what variety you should do for which part of the hamstring and glute. So I'm going to show you some different variations today, give you some tips so that you can improve your form and grow your legs.
Number 56, Caroline DeMesquita.
When you're doing a stiff leg, I kind of keep the weight closer over my toes. So as my upper body hinges forward, it's pulling through the glutes into the insertion of the hamstrings near the back of the knee. That's also why it's called a stiff leg, because you're actually supposed to keep your knees, your legs as stiff as possible. Versus an RDL, you can actually bend the knees, driving the hips further back, which is a lot of glute development.
One thing to note on my stiff-legged deads is how far I reach the bar forward. Like Charles mentioned, I try to really aim towards the toes, and I'm pushing my hips back, but I'm really trying to keep my legs as straight as possible. Also notice how I keep my chest up and my back is very flat. You want to do that in any type of deadlift to prevent any back injury, and to be honest, I still have some tight lower back pains because of how much I'm training my legs on a weekly basis.
And so the difference in an RDL is it's focusing a lot of hinging on the hips with a slight degree of flexion in the knees. You're trying to drive the hips back while keeping the weight as close to your body as possible. And that's basically the glute tie-in. That's where, in the degree of pushing the glutes back with the hinge, you're hitting the insertion of the glute, which is the glute tie-in, and getting more pull and the origination of the hamstring. The bar against your shins, against your body. Just like that, up. There you go. That's an RDL.
Overall, you can see the biggest differences is how much bend I have in the knee and how far I'm actually pushing my hips and glutes back. You can kind of see the peak of that glute when I'm at the very bottom of a rep. Now, one thing on both forms is you want to really drive your feet into the ground, try and grip your feet to the floor. And I try to think about putting as much weight into the heels as possible, but maintaining that balance in both types of deadlifts. Also notice I don't stop at the top. I keep constant tension the entire time. So try and push yourself and see how you can keep and maintain that form without pausing at the top of the rep. So we just finished some RDLs and stiff-leggeds. Hope you find these tips helpful. Make sure you check out Charles' page on social media. He has a lot of really good tips as far as your form overall, biomechanics, body movements, powerlifting, as well as bodybuilding. So thank you for tuning in. Give me a comment below what video you want to see next.